All right, it's 2nd and 18 for the LA Rams, up 20-3. And here's Stafford from the 36, throwing, and he's got Cup open down the right sideline and goes all the way up to the 49-yard line. And they are going to be bringing up 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Rams are up 20-3 at the moment. Receive the ball to start the second half in the NFC Divisional Round playoff game in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. The winner of this game will play the 49ers in the NFC Championship game next week. Rams are currently up 20-3. And the third quarter has just started. 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and it's 3rd and 5 for Stafford and the Rams on their opening drive to start the second half. Stafford's been sacked 1 time so far tonight, and at the 49-yard line, faces 3rd and 5. Buccaneers send a pressure look. They drop back a couple. Stafford throws, and it is nearly intercepted by Devin White over the middle, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Rams, who will punt to start the second half. The Rams are just about at that point where they can really start to break this game open, but they haven't done that yet. Up 20-3, they forced a Tom Brady interception at the 30-yard line, and the Rams are unable to cash in as they fumbled at the 1-yard line with Cam Akers, making it a 20-3 game when it could have been 27-3, as that's a great punt by Johnny Hekker inside the 5-yard line. Brady and company is going to start the second half, down by 17. Twenty to 3 Rams on top of the Buccaneers. I know, man. Thanks for joining the stream, though. Appreciate that. I'm actually not sure about that, bro. Do you know how to do that? Oh, yeah, I see it, actually. Okay, there I go. Yeah, I'm actually kind of new to it, so. Yeah, I appreciate you joining, man. Thanks a lot. Just started the stream for the second half. It's, I thought the game was going to be over, and then I wasn't going to do it, but it's still it's still possible for Tom Brady. He's down by 17 to start this third quarter. He's not been looking good, 10 out of 22 for 120 with an interception as the Buccaneers start at the 5-yard line, going to hand it off to Fournette as he powers his way for a gain of almost 8 yards on the first play of the game for the Buccaneers in the second half. Down by 17, they got to start having this hurry-up offense. I think Tom Brady really needs to start testing this defense by going deep. And, this Rams team, they just seem really suited to play the Buccaneers. They just play them really well. And here they are, up 20-3 in the divisional round. They just got to hold on for this second half, and they'll be fine. As handed off to Fournette. Again, great stop in the backfield as no gain on the play. Von Miller on the tackle brings Fournette down to bring up another third down. It's 3rd and 3 now for the Bucs at the 11-yard line. Rams look to be sending pressure, and they drop back. Brady finds Johnson, and that is incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the Bucs are going to be punting on their opening drive of the second half. Tyler Johnson just drops a pass. I mean, it's a little bit behind him. The throw could have been much better by Brady, but it's an incomplete pass. And the Rams are going to be receiving the ball once more. Let's see if they can actually put this game away. 27-3 at this point would look really, really strong for the Rams, as the Buccaneers will be punting from their own end zone at the 9-yard line. Bradley Pinion sends it high, and it is going to be caught at the 40. And nice return there by Powell. Powell down the sideline. Powell to the 30, all the way down to the 28 of the Buccaneers. What a great return by Powell. And the Rams are going to have excellent starting field position on this drive once again for Matt Stafford. This is another great shot. Look at this. He received it at the 40, cuts back towards the middle, then goes back to the outside, down the sideline, and it's stopped at the 28. 28 yards to go for the Rams to punch it in here for a touchdown. Looking really, really good right now. 33 yards on the return. And great chance for Matthew Stafford and the Rams to really cement their authority on this game with 10 minutes to go here in the third. At the 28, 1st and 10, Rams going 5 wide. Cam Akers comes back into the backfield. Stafford, he has time, goes on the sideline, and it is caught. That is a great catch down the sideline by the backup tight end. A great catch. And it's going to be another first down for LA. Sean McVay, to me, has done a really great job calling plays in today's game. Yeah, Blanton, that's the guy who received a touchdown earlier today. Blanton with another reception on Jamil Dean. Nice catch down the sideline. And it's another first down. Stafford putting some heat on that throw like he's done all tonight. And Stafford approaching 300 yards passing now. Has 2 touchdowns so far, as it's 1st and 10 now at the 17 of the Buccaneers. Stafford again drops back, throws over the middle. He's got Cup. Cup spins around, goes back, and he is stopped at the 13-yard line for a gain of a couple. Hey, man, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, bro. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you make a really good point there, man. I mean, that fumble by Akers, Buccaneers, they had some momentum going into that halftime, and, they got a stop on the Rams. They forced them to punt, and then they just go 3 and out again. That offense has looked lethargic for Brady and the Bucs, as it's 2nd and 10 now, the 13, 2nd and 6. As he throws it to Odell Beckham Jr. What a great back shoulder catch by Odell. OBJ showing off his hands once again on the sideline. Makes another amazing catch. Stafford, perfect placement on this throw. Right to Beckham, gets both feet in bounds, and he's in for another first down. He stays in bounds. Yes, what a great play by Odell. Working on Jamel Dean, he makes another great catch. That's Beckham's 6th catch of the game for 69 yards today. He's been really great. He was great last week in their wild card game against the Arizona Cardinals, catching a touchdown pass. As it's 1st and goal now at the 3-yard line for the Rams. Play clock is down to 1. Get the snap off, give it to Akers up the middle, and he gains about 1 yard for 2nd and goal. Second and goal now for the Rams. 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is a huge potential touchdown for the Rams. They got to score a touchdown here to really, really cement this game. A 24-point lead halfway through the 3rd quarter would really do wonders. As Beckham's in motion, I'm going to move to the left side of the screen as he gives it to Akers up the middle. Akers is just short of a touchdown. He is barely short of a touchdown on that play. He almost scored. And it's 3rd and goal now. As you're inches away from a touchdown. I'm pretty sure the Rams would go for it here on 4th down if they were not to get it. We'll see what happens. It's 3rd and goal now. The inches. Stafford takes it in on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, LA. It is now 26-3 Rams on top of the Buccaneers. Rams go 6 plays in 3 minutes for 30 yards, and they punch it in here for a killer touchdown if you're the Buccaneers. Stafford on the quarterback sneak. He has now 3 total touchdowns in the game. Great quarterback sneak. Punches it right in for the Rams. What a great drive for them after the great punt return by Powell, and they go 30 yards and punches it in. Great job. Stafford has put on a clinic tonight. He has been exceptional. As Nunes Roches is injured in the end zone. Now with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, the Rams have taken a 23-point lead, 26-3. As we're waiting for the extra point and injury for the Buccaneers, as Matt Gay is going to try the extra point, going to try and make this a 24-point lead for the Rams against Tampa. If the Rams do end up finishing and winning this game, they would be hosting the NFC Championship against the 49ers. The Rams are at this point where they're looking really good in this game right now. And the Rams are at this point where they can host the NFC Championship game, right, at SoFi. And if they win that game against the 49ers, the NFC Championship game against the 49ers in SoFi, they would end up hosting the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is in LA this year at SoFi Stadium. So the Rams would literally have 2 straight home games, the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, if they were to win both of those games. That would be insane. And you make a good point there. I mean, the 49ers have beaten the Rams both times this year. And yes, I mean, I would not be surprised if the 49ers do end up going to the Super Bowl, because of the fact that they play really well against the Rams. I mean, they were down 17-0 against the Rams, and Jimmy Garoppolo, Deebo Samuel and company, they make an epic comeback to take that game to get themselves into the playoffs. And here they are beating the Cowboys, beating the Packers, and they're in the NFC Championship game. And who would have thought that the 49ers versus Rams would possibly end up being the NFC Championship game? I mean, that's really, really special. And I'm sure the Rams would really want to host that NFC Championship game. And then, if the Rams win that, they would host the Super Bowl. That would be insane. And yeah, I mean, you make a good point here also that if the Rams make it, it would be their second straight home Super Bowl, which, is quite amazing. I mean, it's never happened in the history of the NFL. It happened for the first time last year. And then now imagine it happening now with the Rams. I mean, that's crazy. 2 straight home Super Bowls, that definitely is crazy. Go Rams. They're playing so good. This is an awesome showing. I'm very, very happy. I knew the Rams. I picked the Rams to win this game 26-24, if I'm correct. But I didn't think it would be this much of a beat up for sure. I mean, it's 27-3. You remember Tom Brady was down 28-3 in Super Bowl 51 with, I think, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. He's down 27-3 with 5 minutes to go. Let's see if anything changes, possibly. Because with Tom Brady, this game is not over. It's Tom Brady, so the game is just not over. As Buccaneers are going to start this drive at the 25. Fournette being split out wide. Brady alone in the backfield. Throws to the bottom of the screen. Got Mike Evans. Jalen Ramsey on the tackle. Ramsey has done decent in coverage against Mike Evans, although Mike has had a couple of catches tonight. 5 catches now for 47 yards, Mike Evans. And taking a look at Von Miller, you see backup tackle Wells. He's injured. If you don't know, the Rams had Andrew Whitworth, their star left tackle, out for this game. And the Buccaneers had their right tackle, Tristan Wirfs, out for tonight. So the 2 offensive lines were not fully healthy in this game. As Brady throws underneath, he's got tight end O.J. Howard for a first down. If I'm the Bucs, I would start, picking up the pace, start going to the no-huddle offense. You might see that pass rush start to get tired. They may not come as fast, and that's something you're going to have to look at here. First and 10 for Brady at 37. Throws underneath to Scotty Miller. That's going to lose about 3 yards. Tackle there by Darius Williams, the corner. Nice play there by the Rams defense. Taking a look at Tom Brady, he's been under pressure. Under pressure, Tom Brady really struggles. 1 out of 6 for 29 yards and an interception. He's also been sacked 1 time. There have been a couple of chances where the Rams have almost, if you could say, the Rams almost forced a fumble on Tom Brady. It was really, really close. They've come really close. This pass rush is coming in once again. Brady steps up in the pocket, throws it. He's got Gronkowski down the sideline. Gronkowski all the way down to the 21 of the Rams. Much needed big play for the Buccaneers. Their biggest play of the game. Comes with 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Nice play by Tom Brady, stepping up to avoid the pass rush coming in. Aaron Donald, Von Miller has a beautiful throw down to his favorite target, Gronkowski, who goes all the way down. Rumbles his way down to the 23-yard line. Brady under center. Mike Evans goes out, and Fournette is in the backfield. Play action to Fournette. Brady throws too short for Evans at the sideline, and it's incomplete for 2nd and 10. Yeah, that was crazy. Honestly, I think they called it because Brady was yelling at the ref, because Brady's not supposed to be you can't just keep yelling at the referees all the time. So the refs pretty much had enough at that point, and they called an unsportsmanlike. But I'm shocked to hear that it was his first. As it's 2nd and 10, goes outside. He's got Mike Evans, and it's another first down. This time not matched up against Jalen Ramsey. Mike Evans finds an opening. That's his 6th catch of the game. Mike Evans has done pretty good tonight. And if the Buccaneers score a touchdown here, you're looking at 27-10. And I mean, the way that Rams offense is going, I'm just not sure if the Buccaneers can make this comeback. But I think the Buccaneers at some point would have to first force a turnover, get an interception, get a fumble to have any chance in this game. If you remember the Super Bowl, it was Dante Hightower who forced a fumble on Matt Ryan. And 1st and 10 now for Brady at the 12. And Brady almost gets sacked. And he is hit underneath. And it's 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. Pressure is really coming in now. Aaron Donald, Von Miller, they're really coming in. Robinson that time, he nearly gets to Brady. This speedy pass rush is really coming in. Oak Ron Walkru, whatever his name was. And he comes at Brady's legs, and he nearly gets him down for a sack. But it's 2nd and 10 now at the 12. Scotty Miller in motion. And they're going to give it to Fournette, and he's met at the line by Aaron Donald, who goes nowhere. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Great stop there by the Rams. So really the key thing for the Rams is to try and stop the Buccaneers running game, because once they stop the running game, I think they have the advantage in the secondary, and their pass rush comes in pretty fast. So it was just a matter of really stopping the run game, and that's what they've done well so far on Fournette. Rams are definitely having fun today. And now it's 3rd and 11 now at the 13. Buccaneers can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown as pressure comes in again. Brady throws, and it is incomplete, intended for Gronkowski in the end zone. And it is 4th down. Again, the pressure, it was right there. Aaron Donald was right at Brady from the right side. You had Von Miller, who was on Brady's back, and then Brady is unable to make a good throw to Gronkowski as it comes up short. And that's going to bring up kicker Ryan Suckup to try a field goal. He made one from 45, and then he badly missed one from 48. Very surprising. This time it's 31, and it should be good. Nearly extra point distance here. If he makes it, it would be a 21-point game, and it is going to be a 21-point game. 3 minutes to go in the third. Rams still up by 21 points. 27-6. Aaron Donald wrecking havoc. I mean, I wouldn't say it's really over. I mean, it's 3 touchdowns, but again, it's Tom Brady. I just can't go against Tom Brady right now. I think if the Rams score another touchdown, make it 34-6, I think the game is over. It's just that much right now. The Rams are on the doorstep. They're at the doorstep right now to really putting this game away. And they just have to do it. They're right there. They're playing great offensively. Their game plan has been outstanding. Sean McVay has made up some really nice play designs. And they're looking really good right now. Emmanuel, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining. You watching the game? All right, cool. Thanks for joining, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, 28-3 happened, so 27-6 could easily happen. You just don't know. It's just really going to come down to whether the Buccaneers can really force a turnover, because the way this Rams offense is playing, I just don't see how they can stop them. I think the Rams have only punted one time this entire game. So, I mean, first of all, you got to stop the Rams running game with Cam Akers. That's really the first step. If they can't stop Cam Akers, then it's probably as good as over. As we are back in Tampa, 27-6, Rams on top. Rams want to send the NFC Championship game to SoFi Stadium to face their rival NFC West partners, the 49ers, as we have another kick out of bounds. This is the second time that Pinions kicked the ball out of bounds. I mean, that is crazy. You just don't see those kind of mistakes. I mean, he kicked the ball out of bounds. Now the Rams are going to start their drive at the 40-yard line once more. You see it happen one time, but 2 times, that's a big problem. There's some really high wind gusts in Tampa right now, and that's what's really causing it. But you can't do that 2 times. That's a big problem. As Stafford does play action, finds Cooper Kupp, and Kuppy fumbles! It's picked up! Murphy Bunting! Back the other way! Murphy Bunting still not down. He's going back all the way, and it is a fumble. Imagine. Just what I said. That is ridiculous. That is the one thing that you cannot do against Tom Brady and the team, and that is to turn the ball over. I just said the only way the Buccaneers can come back in this game is if they force a turnover, and guess what? It just happened. Sean Murphy Bunting on the fumble recovery. Great fumble forced by Jamel Dean, and Murphy Bunting has the Buccaneers in great position here at the 30-yard line. So unfortunate for Matthew Stafford. Nothing he can do. And Cooper Kupp, one of the MVP candidates, triple crown for receivers this year, fumbles in such a big moment, and Tom Brady has the ball at the 30-yard line of the Rams. And if he scores a touchdown, it could be a 14-point game. As Brady going deep for Gronkowski, and it's overthrown on first down, incomplete, to bring up second down. This is crazy. I cannot believe the Rams just fumbled. That was the one thing you cannot do. Fumble or turn the ball over and give Brady a chance. Well, now you've done it. And if they score a touchdown, it'll be 27-13, and it's only a 14-point game. And that's not a problem for Tom Brady. So this game's just gotten a whole lot more interesting. Definitely want to stick around. 2nd and 10 now. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. We still got almost 3 minutes to go here in the third. 2nd and 10 now. Brady sets up a screen to Gronkowski. The Rams are there, and they're able to get a stop. Nice play there by Von Miller on the tackle, as well as Robinson finishing it off to bring up 3rd and long. Rams defense trying to hold up here and prevent it from becoming a 2-possession game. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, I mean, all underdogs have been winning. I actually picked the Bengals to win, and they won. So that was amazing to watch. Evan McPherson, wow. And then the 49ers, I was absolutely shocked that the Packers lost. And then here the Rams, up 27-6. And here's 3rd and 9. Pressure coming in. Brady throws over the middle, and it's almost intercepted by Darius Williams. What a great stop by this Rams defense, forcing a 3-and-out by the Buccaneers. And now, will the Buccaneers go for it? If they kick the field goal, it'll make it an 18-point game. I'm not really sure if 18 really accomplishes anything. It'll still be a 3-possession game, which is why the Buccaneers are going for it here on 4th down. On 4th and 9 here, under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Bucs are going for it on 4th and 9. This is a really huge moment in this game. If the Buccaneers don't pick up this first down, the Rams should feel fortunate, as it's 4th and 9. And Brady has time. He's going to throw. He's got Scotty Miller wide open for the first down to the 13-yard line. Scotty Miller, huge first down. Biggest play of the game for the Buccaneers. Look, Brady had so much time on that pass. He was definitely going to find somebody open for sure. You can't give Tom that much time in the pocket. They bring in Gronkowski to chip on Aaron Donald, and they do a good job and allow Tom to find the open man, Scotty Miller. And that's a big first down right there. That keeps the game alive. As now it's 1st and 10 at the 12 of the Rams. Scotty Miller in motion. They fake it to him, give it outside. Tyler Johnson has room with a couple of blocks, evades a defender, and he'll be stopped at the 10-yard line for a gain of 2. I have the Chiefs winning. I think the Chiefs will win the game 30-28. If you want to hear my thoughts on that game, definitely go check out my interview with James Palmer of NFL Network. He covers the Chiefs. He's doing that Bills versus Chiefs game tonight, so go check out that interview with him. I share my thoughts, and he shares the latest insight on that game. So definitely check that out. It's going to be super fun at 5:30 Central Time. 2nd and 7 now. As Brady throws outside, he's got Tyler Johnson. Johnson makes a move, and he is just short of the end zone. Just short. At the 1-yard line, it's 1st and goal, Tampa Bay. And that might take it to the end of the 3rd quarter, as unfortunately Tyler Johnson is down. That's not good news to see. Hate to see that. Hope he's okay. But doing these quick passes now, Buccaneers are countering the Rams pass rush by doing these quick passes. Tyler Johnson put on a couple of moves, and he is at the 1-yard line. Buccaneers have to score a touchdown here. If they do, it'll make it a 14-point game in the 4th quarter, and anything can happen. So you never know. The Rams are in a dangerous spot here where the Tom Brady magical comeback could happen again. And we have 1st and goal here, jumbo package, I formation here for the Buccaneers as they're going to pound it with Fournette, and he is in for the touchdown. Easy walk-in for the Buccaneers, and they have scored the first touchdown of the game for them. It's the first touchdown for Tampa Bay as they go 30 plays in 2.5 minutes. 30 yards in 7 plays, taking 2.5 minutes off the clock, and they punch it in. That's the one thing you cannot do. This really reminds me of when, I don't know if you remember Dante Hightower, when he forced the fumble on Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl, and that made it a 16-point game. In this case, it's making it a 14-point game if the extra point is good by Suckup. And it is. And we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 14-point game in Tampa. Rams up by 14. Cooper Kupp with a big fumble. Fournette punches it in for the touchdown. Buccaneers still fighting, down by 14. That was a sequence that absolutely cannot happen. In a 2-possession game, you need to have a 3-possession lead against Tom Brady to really keep the game safe. And at this point, that's really a big mistake by Cooper Kupp. You can't allow the Buccaneers to come back in this game, because now imagine if the Rams go 3 and out, Buccaneers are going to get the ball back down by 14, and they could make it a 1-possession game. So this drive right here by the Rams is really important right now. It's very important that the Rams go down here and, score a touchdown. Because if they go and score a touchdown, you're looking at it back to 21 in the fourth quarter. And at that point, I think it's good. But I mean, the Rams, they're right there. That drive was really crucial. And Cooper Kupp just bailed the Buccaneers out, flat out. That you cannot fumble like that. You absolutely cannot do that. And, well, it's a game now. 27-13. Rams on top of the Buccaneers as we approach the end of the third quarter here in Raymond James Stadium. Rams had a 27-3 lead at one point early in this third quarter, and it's now down to 27-13 as we have 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Yes, the Rams definitely have to step up now. This is the drive. This is a very crucial drive right now for the Rams. They cannot afford to give it back to Brady down by 14. Taking a look at Leonard Fournette, or you can call him Playoff Lenny. He's flat out delivered in the postseason. 7 postseason rushing touchdowns for Leonard Fournette. As you take a look, the crowd is now back in it for the Buccaneers, as it's only a 14-point game. They brought the crowd back in the game now. Rams send Van Jefferson in motion, and they're going to run it with Akers, who is stuffed, who gains no yards on the play. Buccaneers run defense, they've been really good early in the season. They were really struggling later in the second half of the season, and they're doing a really good job on Akers so far. As we have approached the end of the third quarter, Rams up by 14, 27-13. A huge fourth quarter is about to come underway. You definitely cannot miss it. I was just saying Cooper Kupp should win the MVP possibly. I mean, Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown for receivers this year: most receiving yards, most receiving touchdowns, and most receptions in a single season. And he's one of the MVP candidates this year. He had a 70-yard touchdown earlier in the game in the first quarter. In the second quarter, that really changed this game. And it was a 70-yard bomb against cover 2. Matt Stafford did a great job with his eyes, making Kupp get wide open there. Again, this Buccaneers secondary is something that I've never been too confident in. I just don't think the Buccaneers secondary is really very good at all. I just think it's that the Buccaneers pass rush, it just comes in so fast. It really gets after everybody that quarterbacks really haven't had time to really find the open guy. But once you have time, like Stafford did in the first 3 quarters, practically this whole game, you're seeing Stafford is really dicing up the back end. So he's got to continue to have time. And the big problem is the Rams are really unable to run the ball very consistently at this point, not allowing the clock to really melt away. And that's why start of the fourth quarter, it's a 14-point game. They have to be able to start running the football a little bit more. And they haven't been able to do that so far. And that means they're just going to have to use quick passes like they did with Cooper Kupp, but he fumbled. So just no turnovers. You need maybe like a 7-8 minute drive. Punch it in for a touchdown and the game should be over. So this is a really big drive here. 2nd and 10 now for the Rams at the 25 to start the fourth quarter. Up by 14. Winner will play the 49ers in the NFC Championship next week. Stafford has time, throws it over the middle. It's too high. Nearly intercepted again as Stafford takes a hit on that. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Intended target was Tyler Higbee, the tight end. And this is a huge 3rd down. Huge 3rd down in this game right now. You know, I think Rams fans are starting to get maybe a little bit nervous now. They haven't been nervous all game because it's been going there with the entire game so far. I just don't really know. You know, this 3rd down really is big because if you punt it back to Tom Brady, I bet he's going to go down and score a touchdown. So big 3rd down here for the Rams. Akers in the backfield. Stafford with a deep drop. Throws it. He's got Higbee and he's unable to make the catch. Higbee with the drop. And it's going to bring up 4th and 10. Big miss for the Rams on that drive. That is a big miss. And a huge defensive stop for the Buccaneers, forcing a 3-and-out, giving the ball back to Brady down by 2 possessions. It's getting tight here in the fourth quarter now. Really is. Jason Pierre-Paul forced the pressure off the edge and forces Stafford to get rid of the ball quicker. It's a punt to the 25 by Johnny Hekker. Great tackle there on special teams. And he's going to be stopped at the 30. And he is down. But here comes Tom Brady back onto the field. Only down by 14. Can you believe it? As you have an injury on the field. Hope that he's okay. Yeah, absolutely. They're not out of it by any stretch. I mean, I thought they were out of it down 27-3, but that fumble by Cooper Kupp really gave the Buccaneers a chance. They got extremely lucky about that Cooper Kupp fumbled, and they have a chance here. I mean, they're in it, down by 14, and they have the ball. If you go down and score a touchdown, it'll be a 7-point game, just like that, which is kind of ridiculous. This is really reminding me of Super Bowl 51 right now, just the way it's going on right now. It's really insane how it's kind of playing out that way. I mean, and here's Tom Brady. I mean, they were down 27-3 in the fourth quarter. And here they are, down 27-13 with the ball. A touchdown, and it's 27-20. Can you believe it? It's just the Tom Brady magic. It's just every time Tom Brady's team just finds a way. And it's happening again. The Rams can absolutely not afford to really choke this away. I just don't think they're that kind of team. And they can't really do it. Well, I asked them on Twitter. I have my Twitter account, and then I just go and I just send them a message saying, I'd just love to interview you for 10 minutes over Zoom. Let me know when you might have time. And, you know, JJ, he just responded, and JJ is such a great guy. So that's really how it worked. JJ was, it was an honor to interview him. I bet it's getting real nervous in LA right now. As we're back in Tampa Bay. Buccaneers only down by 14, and they have the ball. Tom Brady with the ball at the 30-yard line of the Buccaneers, 70 yards for a touchdown. That's what they need as they start off the drive with the play action. Here comes Von Miller. He forces a fumble. The Rams have recovered. Von big. What a play! What a play by Von Miller, and that is why the Rams traded for him. That is the definition of why the Rams traded for him. Von Miller coming up clutch, just like he did in 2015 in the Broncos Super Bowl run against Donovan Smith, comes off the edge flying, and he forces a Tom Brady fumble. I'm telling you, they have been that close to forcing a fumble all game, and finally Von Miller comes up big. That is why the Rams traded first-round picks to get this guy. For that very reason, forces the fumble, comes up with the recovery. What a huge turn of events here in this game. You do that celebration, Von. You deserve it. What a great play. And that is a sigh of relief for the Rams, as they are now in beautiful position here at the 30-yard line to potentially take a 21-point lead once again at the 30, at now actually the 25-yard line, 25 yards to score a touchdown. And then look at this, Stafford fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. This is ridiculous. This is crazy what is just going on right now. I have no words for this. Unreal. Unreal. What is going on? Just after Von Miller forces the fumble, here comes the center. Just snap. It wasn't ready. Stafford wasn't ready for the snap. I mean, you can't do that. The Rams are just giving it back to Tom Brady. I mean, they're just not putting this game away. This was their golden opportunity. Von Miller did everything. And then they just give it right back to Tom Brady in even better field position. You've got to be joking. Stafford was not ready. This has been crazy. This is ridiculous. I have never seen that before. That is crazy. What is going on right now? I can't believe that just happened, and Von Miller must be shocked. I mean, he just literally probably forced what I thought was a game-changing fumble, and then the center just snaps the ball when Stafford wasn't ready, and then, of course, Brady finds Gronkowski over the middle for a gain of 14 yards and a first down. They're down to the 35. I mean, you see this every year with Tom Brady's playoff run. He just flat out gets extra possessions that he never should have. And he gets these golden opportunities, and then these teams just make these ridiculous mistakes, and they put Brady in the situation that he never should have been in the first place. So it's ridiculous. At the 32, 1st and 10, Tom goes underneath to Fournette. Fournette with a stiff arm gains about 6 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 4. What a golden opportunity missed by the Rams. You just can't do that. That is just sad. The Rams are literally collapsing like the Falcons right now. Second and 5 now at the 27 of the Rams for Brady. Fournette is in the backfield. Brady has time. He throws. He's got Gronkowski almost. Intercepted by Scott. Great play by Scott, the safety, to knock away that throw by Gronkowski. Great coverage there. Gronk was open. He was open, Gronk. But Scott comes in flying. Nice tip to make it incomplete. And big third down here for the Rams once more. Buccaneers would go for it, even if they don't pick it up, because you need 2 touchdowns. And Von Miller comes in, and Brady is sacked. Brady is sacked. This defense is not giving up. This Rams defense is just not going away. They are keeping the Rams afloat right now. They're keeping this lead. Von Miller once again making the play. This is why they traded for him. Again, the pass rush, Leonard Floyd off the right side, Von Miller off the left side. They combine. They bring Brady down. What another great play by this Rams defense. And it's 4th and very long. I think the Buccaneers should go for it. And they are going for it. It's 4th and 14 now at the 36-yard line. This is a huge 4th down in this game. Brady has time. He throws. He's throwing down the sideline for a Scotty Miller, and it's incomplete. Intended for Mike Evans, and there's the flag. It's actually intended for Mike Evans was the intended target, and now the Buccaneers are going to get bailed out here with a flag. Mike Evans was covered, double covered, and Tom Brady and the Bucs are getting bailed out here as there's a flag. It wasn't pass interference. They might call that unnecessary roughness on Jalen Ramsey or something of that sort. I just really don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Pass down the sideline on 4th and 14 was intended for Mike Evans. Jalen Ramsey on coverage. Great stop there, as they might call this on Eric Weddle. And now the refs are discussing. I mean, they've been discussing for some time now. I don't know what the ruling is going to be. Eric Weddle hit Mike Evans late on that play. It was 4th and 14. A penalty will make it an automatic first down. And they're going to call it late hit, unnecessary roughness by the defense. Oh! Wow, you have got to be joking. So they do not give the Buccaneers a first down on that play. They rule it a dead ball foul, which means the foul came after the play was over, meaning it's still a turnover on downs, meaning the Rams have possession, but they're still calling a 15-yard penalty on the Rams, which backs them up 15 yards. So it was still a great stop by this Rams defense, and the Rams have possession. They get a huge break there. Whoa, this is just going back and forth right now in this fourth quarter. It is insane right now what is going on at the moment. Basically, the personal foul, unnecessary roughness, was called after the play was over, which means the Buccaneers did not convert the fourth down, which means the Rams now have possession of the football. But considering it was still a penalty, they are backed up 15 yards from where the line of scrimmage is, if you can understand that. So it wasn't an automatic first down because the foul came after the play was over. Rams, huge break for them. Their defense is just fighting. They're not allowing Tom Brady to really make this one possession game. It's been insane. This has been so much fun commenting right now. It was so good. Such a good choice for me to do the second half because it's been wild, flat out. This is crazy. Unreal. So the Rams will take possession of the football. 1st and 10. The Rams will have possession 1st and 10 at their own 36. But considering the penalty, that'll back them up 15 yards. So they'll be starting at the LA 21, in fact. So the Rams will be starting their new drive up by 14 at the 21-yard line. Crazy. This has just been an unreal sequence of events. First, Von Miller forces a fumble on Tom Brady, recovered by the Rams. Next thing you know, the Rams fumble. It's a wild snap by the Rams center, and the Buccaneers recovered at midfield. And then 4th and 14, the pass is incomplete. Penalty was on the field, but it was an unnecessary roughness, which was called after the play was over, and now the Rams have the ball again. And it's still a 14-point game. And it's like the fourth quarter just started. There's still 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. As we're back in Tampa. Rams going to have the ball now. Again. And I'm going to stick with it. If the Rams go down, score a touchdown here, the game is over. They've got to do that. They're going to be starting at the 21, like I said, 1st and 10. Cam Akers alone in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Akers. Akers gains about 4 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 6. 12 minutes to go here in this game with a trip to the NFC Championship on the line. So take a look at Eric Weddle. They signed Eric Weddle off waivers a couple of weeks ago because both of their safeties are injured. Jalen Ramsey has Mike Evans covered. And then Weddle comes in a late hit. I mean, because Evans knocks the ball straight down, and that counts the play over, and then Weddle comes in after that. So if the ball was still in the air and then Weddle hits him, it's an automatic first down. So the timing of the play was crucial, and that just tells you the Rams got absolutely bailed out as they're going to give it to Van Jefferson on the end around. Jefferson has room down to the 40. Great play call by Sean McVay, giving it to Van Jefferson, the second-year receiver, on the end around to pick up a first down. Big first down there for the Rams to start this drive. This drive is very crucial. The Rams know it. This is the drive to really put this game away, something they haven't done already. Yeah, great call. Great call. Now at the 40, 1st and 10. Akers in the backfield, Higbee in motion inside. Bunch set to the top of your screen, Jefferson in motion. And they're going to hand it off to Akers up the middle. Akers fights his way for a gain about almost 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now for the Rams. This is a really, really important drive if you're the Rams. This is the chance where you can put it away. Cam Akers, I mean, he's only averaging 2 yards a carry. 17 carries for 33 yards. That's 2 yards a carry. So it's not been a very good running game for the Rams at all whatsoever. And they're going to take this play clock all the way down to 2. Play clock down to 1, and they get the snap off. They're going to hand it off to Akers again. Akers with some room finally rips off a good gain of about 9 yards to pick up the first down. Now at midfield are the Rams. Great job by Akers there, finding room on the run. As under 10 minutes to go here in the game. Winner will play the 49ers at home in the NFC Championship game. Great blocking there. Havenstein, Higbee on the seal, and Higbee, Tyler Corbett, Rob Havenstein. Great job by that offensive line paving way, finally, for Akers. Haven't really seen Sony Michel in this game at all. Stafford under center here. They're taking the play clock down to 2, down to 1. And this time it's a play action. Stafford rolls out, finds Jefferson wide open, who stays in bounds, throws him down. Jefferson all the way down to the 30 of the Buccaneers. Great gain there. It's been a great 2 catches by Van Jefferson on this drive. 1 end around, and then this great play action rollout catch. Jefferson finds the opening and then throws Murphy Bunting to the ground and then gains another 15 yards on the play. Great job by Van Jefferson on this drive. They're now at the 30. The Rams got to finish this game. It's Tom Brady on the other side. You got to score a touchdown here. 8.5 minutes to go now. Akers stuffed in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 yards. You have Nunez Roches coming into the backfield and stuffing that. Big stop there for the Buccaneers on that run play on first down. That's really big. I mean, you're at the 33. A field goal from this distance is 51 yards, if I'm correct. That's not a guarantee. A field goal really is big in this moment because it would make it a 3-possession game. So you're really trying to make it an easier field goal for Matt Gay at this point. But you're trying to score a touchdown. You're trying to pick up this first down. Cooper Kupp is in motion in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Akers. Nice move by Akers there, and he's only going to pick up 3 yards to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, as we're now under 8 minutes to go. Big 3rd down in this game for the Buccaneers to stay in this game. Rams, I think at this point, will be getting a quick short pass out and just trying to gain some yards. They're just going to be trying to gain a few more yards to get into comfortable range for Matt Gay at this point. That's at least what I would do because the field goal is huge. It makes it 17-point game. Play clock is down to 2, down to 1, and they get the snap off barely. Actually, they might have called a timeout. It is a timeout. Rams called timeout as the play clock was almost down to 0. Rams use their first timeout of the second half, have 2 remaining. This has been crazy. What a game. Just what a game. And by the way, you got Bills at Chiefs coming up in about 40 minutes on CBS, AFC Divisional Round game. After this one. Third and 11, Higbee comes in. Third and 11 at the 32. Jefferson in motion. They're going to give it to Akers. Akers gains about 3 yards. We'll give him 3. So he makes it, probably make it around a 48-yard field goal for Matt Gay. Ryan Suckup missed a 48-yard field goal earlier today in the second quarter. And Matt Gay, former kicker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4th and 8, has a chance to make it a 3-possession game with, it's going to be 47 yards. There is wind. There is wind in Tampa right now. So as we approach about 6.5 minutes to go, 47-yard field goal to try and make it a 3-possession game. Kick is good, right? Oh, it's short. He missed it. It was short. It was accurate the entire way, but it comes up short. Can you believe it? 48 yards. It comes up short. That was honestly the last thing that I expected, for that field goal to come up short. It does. And now it is still a 14-point game. It is still a 14-point game. Out of all the chances the Rams have had to put this game away, it's still a 14-point game for Tom Brady to come back. 6.5 minutes to go in this game. That's plenty of time. The Rams are just not really putting the nail in the coffin at this point. They've had plenty of chances to do it, and they just haven't done it yet. Honestly, the Buccaneers should feel really lucky that they're still in this game right now. Crazy. This has been crazy. I can't believe it's still 14. I thought that was good. I literally said it was good. I probably should have waited. Until the refs said it was good. Normally when the refs do this, that means it's good. I should have waited for that. I didn't. That's really bad. I know. The last thing I expected was that it would come up short. I didn't think the field goal would come up short. It was looking accurate the entire way. And the wind in Tampa has played a big factor in this game. That's why he missed it. And now the Buccaneers have, again, good starting field position for this drive. And they're still in it. Can you believe it? It's 6.5 minutes to go. In the NFL Divisional Round, Brady and company starts at the 32. They set up a screen for Fournette. Block set up. Here goes Fournette. Picks up the first down to the 47. And the Buccaneers are going into hurry up now. Something that they should have been doing probably earlier in this game. As you're approaching 6 minutes to go in the game, 2nd and 1, they don't give them the first down. At the 46, Evans at the top of your screen. Jalen Ramsey is not on Mike Evans right now. As they go to Evans, because Jalen Ramsey's not on him. Darius Williams on the coverage, and he's unable to get the stop. Mike Evans picks up an easy first down, and they are now in Rams territory. At the 48, Leonard Floyd coming off the edge. He doesn't, and they throw the flag on Darius Williams. There you go. They're going to be throwing it on Darius Williams. There's a flag, and it's going to be pass interference. I don't know where pass interference was on that play. I don't see pass interference on that play at all. I don't know what they were calling there. That is not pass interference. Yeah, I don't know why Jalen Ramsey never went and guarded Mike Evans. He should have been doing that the whole game. I don't know why he switched to the other side. Ramsey can shut down Mike Evans. He's done pretty well so far today. And I just don't know why Ramsey switched on him. That shouldn't have happened. But either way, now it's 1st and 10 out of 32 after that strange. And Brady's passes almost. Man, that was dangerous. Pass rush came again off the edge. That nearly could have been fumbled. That could have been an interception. It could have been all sorts of things. And luckily for Tom, it ends up in nothing like that. Again, number 45 going against Donovan Smith. He comes off the edge and he forces that errant pass from Tom. It went straight up into the air almost. And that could have been an interception. It could have been a fumble, but no. Nothing happens on that play, luckily for the Buccaneers. 5.5 minutes to go. 2nd and 10 at the 32. They set up a screen again to Fournette. Same play, and this time the Rams are ready for it, and they're able to bring Fournette down after a gain of about 3 yards to bring up 3rd down again, as 5 minutes are now left in the game. Bucs have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. There's plenty of time to go in this game. 3rd and 6. Well, this is the time where you may have to guard Rob Gronkowski. He's big in these 3rd down moments. Brady loves to go to him. As Rams are going to be sending some extra men on the rush. And what a great tackle by 22! David Long Jr. wraps up Fournette. What a great tackle there. That is tough to bring down the big Leonard Fournette. What a job. What tackling. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to go for the field goal. It makes no sense. And they are going to go for it. This is a huge 4th down. I think this could be the game. Here's 4th down. Here's 4th and 9. Brady is all day. And it's incomplete. Nobody's home. Overthrown for Gronkowski. And could that be it? Could that be the end with 4 minutes to go? Brady had nowhere to go. Brady had all the time in the pocket, and that's the throw he comes up with. Yeah, it was nowhere. Intended target was Cameron Brate, the tight end, and there was nowhere to go. In the biggest moment of the game, the Rams pass rush doesn't come through. But guess what comes through? The Rams secondary. They don't allow anything. And Brady has nowhere to go. Big stop there. That might be it. Take a look at Scotty Miller. He was wide open. I don't think Brady ever saw him. And there's nothing you can do. He had Scotty Miller open. He just didn't go to him. And he went to Brady instead, and it's incomplete. Rams in control here. 1st and 10 at the 31. They're going to give it outside. Here is Akers. Akers almost burst it. Picks up a gain of 4 yards. Buccaneers may have to start calling their timeouts now, as it's really getting dicey for them at this point. Down by 14 with 4 minutes to go. A couple of 1st downs by the Rams puts this game away. Again, the Rams are a couple of 1st downs away from heading to the NFC Championship game. At home at SoFi against their rival NFC West companions, the San Francisco 49ers. This Rams defense is flat out come up big. Every time they needed it, they got to stop. Whether it was the pass rush coming in or whether it's the secondary holding up. They have been able to do that. 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 6 at the 35 of the Rams. Cup in motion. And they're going to hand the ball off to Akers. Akers this time just loses a yard on the play, bring down by Marcus Goldston. And Buccaneers going to use their 2nd timeout. This game looked to be practically over. Rams are up 27-3. And then 27-6. And then Cooper Kupp fumbles and the Buccaneers punched in for a touchdown to make it 27-13. And then you had Brady fumbling, Von Miller forces the fumble, and then you had a wild snap by the Rams, they fumble, and then Buccaneers come up short on 2 fourth downs. The Rams getting 2 fourth down stops to keep this a 14-point game. It's been a wild second half, to say the least, even though there's only been 10 points scored. I mean, not 10 points, it's been 17 points scored. As 4:16 to go, 3rd and 7 at the 34. Big third down here for Stafford. And Stafford takes the underneath pass to Michelle. Michelle stays in bounds and just gets back almost to the line of scrimmage. Buccaneers have to call their final timeout. At the very least, even though the Rams weren't able to pick up a first down, they're able to get rid of all 3 of Tampa's timeouts. And for the Rams, you're trying to have a good punt here. Johnny Hekker needs to have a really good punt. Try and back up the Buccaneers to try and make them go the length of the field, and that will take more time off the clock. I think at some point the Buccaneers may have to try an onside kick. It may come down to that. We'll see what happens. Big punt here for Johnny Hekker, the All-Pro. Arguably the best punter in the league is Johnny Hekker. If you remember the 49ers, they got a huge blocked punt last Saturday night. Can the Buccaneers do the same? Punting from the 34, Hekker gets it away clean, and it is a decent, pretty good punt actually, and they stop him at the 22. That is an excellent punt, excellent special teams coverage by the Rams. And with just under 4 minutes to go, Tom Brady has to drive almost about 80 yards down the field, down by 14 points with just under 4 minutes to go. Tom Brady has dropped back and thrown the ball 50 times tonight. I don't think that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wanted to do in this game. But it's 1st and 10 now, nevertheless. First and 10 out to 23. Pressure coming in. Brady steps up in the pocket. He's going deep. Down to Scotty Miller. And it is caught. Wow. Wow. It is caught by Scotty Miller. Can you believe that? I didn't think he was going to catch it. That is an excellent catch by Scotty Miller on that play. Brady steps up in the pocket, fires a laser. And juggling catch by Miller. He's on the smaller side. Wide receiver from Bowling Green comes up with a huge catch as they give it out to Fournette in the flat. And this time 2 people come out to make the tackle on Fournette with a gain of 3 yards on the play as 3.5 minutes are left in the game. I knew that this game wasn't going to be over, man. I mean, it's Tom Brady. It was going to come down to something like this. As Brady now, he's going deep. He's going for it all to Evans, and he's caught it! Mike Evans for the touchdown! Unreal! Jalen Ramsey gets burned by Mike Evans. Can you believe it? And in 35 seconds, the Buccaneers have put up a touchdown. Buccaneers go 3 plays, 77 yards, and they have put up a touchdown. And it is a 1-possession game here late in the 4th quarter. Can you believe it? The last thing you would expect was Jalen Ramsey to get burned over the top by Mike Evans. And that is exactly what happened. That was the one thing the Rams could not allow, the big play. You absolutely cannot allow the big play. That was the one thing that absolutely could not have happened. You have to make the Buccaneers go the length of the field. So there was not enough time left for them to score another touchdown. But it was an absolutely terrible coverage by the Rams. I cannot believe it. You have 2 safeties going over to the left side. Nobody is helping Ramsey over the top, and Mike Evans comes up huge. I just can't believe Jalen Ramsey just got burned by Mike Evans. That is unreal. There was nothing Ramsey could have done. I mean, Evans just got him from the beat. And they chip on Von Miller. They take care of Aaron Donald. They take care of Leonard Floyd. Pass rush doesn't come in, and Brady just launches a beautiful deep ball. At age 44, he's still got a cannon. And that is amazing. Unreal. That is crazy. This game's not over yet, folks. It's a one possession game. Ramsey is furious. Now with 3 minutes to go, there is plenty of time. There's plenty of time. As the return is going to be coming out here by Powell. Powell's going to come out up to the 15, up to the 20. And this is a huge drive. This is literally could decide the game right here. I know I've said that a lot of times, but this is the drive. Because if the Rams give it back to Brady, he's going to tie up the game. We all know it. Everybody knows it. So it's been a wild, wild second half. This has been unreal. That, the Rams have done the one thing that you cannot do, and that was to give up the over-the-top play. If they allowed Tom Brady to go underneath, take like 2 minutes off the clock and score a touchdown, that's a different thing. Because then you have to try and get the onside kick. Well, now they can still get a stop, and they'll have plenty of time to score a touchdown. This is huge. I mean, if you're the Rams, you have to try and melt this clock down for sure. I would at least try and run the ball one time, and that's what they're going to do here. And Akers picks up about 3 yards. That's going to take the clock all the way down to about 2:20, if I'm correct. You still have the 2-minute warning if you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, if you don't pick up the first down, Tom Brady's getting the ball with enough time to score. I mean, that's how it's going to be. And at this point, I mean, it's really getting dicey in LA. Rams fans are getting real nervous at this point. 2nd and 7 out the 23. Van Jefferson in motion. Play clock. They're going to take it all the way down to 3. And they give it to Akers again. Akers fumbles! He fumbles! He lost the ball! And it's recovered by the Buccaneers! It's the second fumble for Cam Akers in this game. That is a crusher. That is so bad. That is terrible. You cannot fumble it. That was the one thing. The Rams are doing the one thing you cannot do in these situations. Turn the ball over, give the deep play, and it's a clear recovery by Levante David. The Buccaneers are going to have the ball at the 25-yard line, and they just need a touchdown. This is stupid. This really is stupid. Buccaneers have the ball at the 25, 28, let's say. I mean, this is turning out just like the Super Bowl. I've been telling you, 27-3 down late in the third quarter. And here are the Buccaneers. Tom Brady was down 28-3 late in the third quarter against the Falcons. Tackle in bounds. And Fournette pushes Howard out of bounds, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. This Rams defense, they've come up big throughout this game. Can they get one stop to send the Rams to the NFC Championship? Can they get that one stop to send them to the NFC Championship? We shall find out, because we have hit. And they don't. I think they actually hit the 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning has been hit. 2 minutes to go in a wild NFC divisional round game between the Rams and the Buccaneers. Rams are up 27-3 at one point. It's a 7-point game. 27-20. 2 minutes to go. The Rams defense have got 2 huge 4-down stops. Can they get a game-winning stop to send them to the NFC Championship game? That they just have to do it. Because a stop ends the game. This is it. This is actually it. A stop ends the game. Can the Rams hold up? I'm just not sure. I mean, Brady in this position, he's going to score a touchdown. I mean, come on. This is crazy.
They are doing the same thing that Atlanta did.
This is just crazy. I mean,
Very difficult.
they've been so many turnovers now. I mean, so many turnovers. They've been 4 turnovers by the Rams. 4 turnovers. 2 times Akers has fumbled. 1 time Cooper Kupp has fumbled, and then the crazy snap. 4 turnovers for the Rams. I just don't know if you can beat Tom Brady with 4 turnovers. And then the Buccaneers themselves, they've had a couple of turnovers. They've had 2. But either way, 6 turnovers in this game. 2 minutes to go in the divisional round. Who's going to go to the NFC Championship game? They give it to Fournette. Fournette is stopped a yard short of the first down at the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Clock's hitting 1:45. Plenty of time for Brady. They're in no rush. And they're going to give it to Fournette again. Fournette picks up the first down at the 18-yard line. Another first down for the Buccaneers. Clock 1.5 minutes now in the game. This is tight. This is tension at its highest. Rams up 27-20. Buccaneers at the 18-yard line, 18 yards away from tying up this game potentially. And Brady has time. He's going to Evans, and oh, that could have been intercepted. Oh my goodness, that was close. Ramsey was nearly there. Brady misses the throw. Evans slips. And then Ramsey, oh man, that was close. Ramsey could have ended the game. You might have to go back and look at that play. You might need to go back and look at that play, because that could mean something. That could have been a missed opportunity. We'll see. 2nd and 10 now at the 18. Rams sending extra pressure. They get to Brady. Brady throws, and it's triple coverage to Mike Evans. No flags. 3rd and 10. The Rams need 2 stops to win the game. The Rams need 2 stops to win the game. We'll see if they can do it. 3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers. You know the Buccaneers are going to go to Mike Evans because he's that red zone target. And here's 3rd down. They give it to Brate over the middle, and it is caught. And he picks up enough for the first down. Under a minute to go as we hit in the 50-second mark. Now they're at the 8-yard line. They're so close. This is crazy. It's just going to end in it. This is going to go. This is crazy. And now what? Are they going to review the spot? Oh, the Rams just called the timeout. Oh, it's 4th down. The runner was short of the line. It's in fact 4th down. So the Rams called timeout, and it's 4th and 1. They marked him short. I think he picked up the first down. There, he's down like, I don't know if he picked up that first down. Oh man. His knee's down right there. He might be barely inches short. If you remember in the Cowboys versus 49ers game, if you remember that, they had to overturn that because that was inches. I don't know if this is inches also. There. I think he might be like an inch short. It might be that kind of situation again. I think they might rule him an inch short to bring up 4th and inches. I think that's what's going to happen. They're reviewing the play right now. It's an official review. I think they're going to mark him maybe an inch short. Because if it's 4th and inches, it's a different kind of play compared to a 1st and 10. So I don't really know what they're going to say. Yeah, 46 seconds left according to the play clock. Yeah, I think Bruce Arians is wondering. I think it might be a little short. Yeah, you have Tom Brady. I mean, it's a QB sneak with Tom Brady. I mean, that's easy. He's been arguably the best quarterback sneaker of all time. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 4th and inches. I think it's 4th and inches. Yeah, I think it's gonna be standing. Looks to be the call standing. It's gonna be 4th and inches. It's 4th and inches though. It's not like a huge like 4th and 7 or something. So I don't really know if it's really gonna make a difference. I mean, you have Tom Brady, who's just gonna be doing another quarterback sneak. So I don't really know. Brady's 6'4". He's a big frame. He's gonna get this quarterback sneak. I think Rams are ready for that. They know what's coming. And it's not. They give it to Fournette. Fournette gets to the outside. He's in for the touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette punches it in. It's his 8th touchdown in the playoffs. And can you believe it? The Buccaneers have come all the way back. And it's 27-26. Extra point oncoming to try and tie this game. 42 seconds are left. You gotta wait. 42 seconds. That is something. The Rams might have time. You have to wait and see. Extra point is good. Down the middle of a tie game. Can you believe it? The Buccaneers have come all the way back down 27-3 and have tied the game at 27 all. The Rams defense was expecting the quarterback sneak, but they go outside to Leonard Fournette. What a great play call. 51 could have brought him down to end the game, but he didn't. Reeder wasn't able to bring him down, and playoff Lenny punches it in for the touchdown. 51 right there. We may come back to that play as what the Rams could have gone to the NFC Championship for, but we have a whole new ball game, 27 all. This has been crazy. Absolutely crazy. But can the Rams, with 42 seconds left, can the Rams do this? Can the Rams finish it? Can the Rams at 42 seconds left, they have a timeout, can they get into potential field goal range? It's going to take some kind of effort for them to do it, but it's something that you have to do because in overtime, Brady's been getting the ball every time in overtime. So as Pinion sends it out of the back of the end zone, they roughly, I think, have to go, if you think about it, the Rams at least maybe 45, maybe 50 yards in 47 seconds. They'd have to go, I think, at least 50 yards to have a really good chance to win the game. But the Rams, their 4 fumbles just brought the Buccaneers back in this game. And Leonard Fournette ties the game up. Rams starting at the 25. Huge moment. 42 seconds left. Oh, I thought he fumbled. I don't know what that play call was. Yeah, he's down. Thank God. Oh, but Stafford got it back though. I don't know what that play call was. Why was Stafford running up the middle like that? That is stupid. Will the Rams just take it into overtime now? I don't know. This is ridiculous. I mean, their kicker missed a 47-yard field goal short. So I don't really know what you're just going to have to go deep to like Odell Beckham or something at this point. Or go deep to Cooper Kupp and hope that he comes up with it. There you go. Stafford throws. He's got Kupp. Kupp gets out of bounds. Did he get out of bounds? He is able to get out of bounds. Huge play there for the Rams. Cooper Kupp wide open is able to get out of bounds. Still 28 seconds to go. Taking a look at Cooper Kupp as they are approaching midfield now, as the Rams are there. Look at that. That's a great move. They're at the 45. As here's Stafford again. Stafford throws. He's got Kupp. Kupp has caught it. He's caught it. They have to go. The Rams have to go. They got to spike it in time before the clock runs out. They got to go. They got to clock it. They got to clock it. They got to clock it. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And they spike it in time. With 4 seconds to go. They leave Cooper Kupp wide open over the middle of the field. This is insane. Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on? I cannot believe Cooper Kupp was that wide open. And then Matthew Stafford, are you kidding me? Stafford with a beautiful throw. That was on the money the whole way. And it's a 30-yard field goal for the win for the Rams to go to the NFC Championship game. Matt Gay. And he hits it! The Rams are going to the NFC Championship! They beat Tom Brady in the divisional round! Buccaneers are out of the playoffs! Unreal! The game of the year, the Rams! Matthew Stafford did it! Matthew Stafford did it! And guess what? Stafford to Cooper Kupp just won the ball game. Unreal. This is amazing.
Pretty much the same.
Man, what a game. It's so fitting that the Rams head to the NFC Championship with Stafford to Kupp. Unreal. Brady is out. Brady loses in the divisional round. Matt Stafford and the Rams are heading to the NFC Championship against the San Francisco 49ers. This was insane.
What time is the other game starting?
5:30. Unreal. This is crazy. So I got to say that in my prediction video, I predicted this exact outcome. I had the Rams winning it 26-24. And I said that Matt Stafford will be great in the first half. I said that the Rams would jump out to a huge lead. And I also said that the Buccaneers would have a fierce comeback that would ultimately come up short. And that is exactly what has just transpired here. as Tom Brady and the Buccaneers lead a huge comeback to tie the game at 27, down 27-3. And then the Rams, Matthew Stafford has delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp. So fitting that those two are able to send the Rams to the NFC Championship game. Just so fitting. What an amazing game. This was absolutely insane. I just loved doing this game. It was amazing. Just all the emotions, turnovers galore, and then another game-winning kick. 3 consecutive game-winning kicks in all these divisional round games. Just probably the best round the NFL has seen all time. To have all 3 games end in game-winning field goal kicks is just unreal. And remember that I said that 42 seconds, that was enough time for Stafford and company to get it done. And it's just fitting that Stafford to Kupp ends up getting them in field goal range to win. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please sit down, hit the like, subscribe, enable notifications, and I'll see you in the next live stream, hopefully whenever I do it next week. Thank you guys for joining.